Всем привет, и я начинаю проходить Call of Cthulhu. Так, поехали. Так. О. Так. Все, я взял предмет, что мне нужен.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Ага. Пирс. 10, 7, 18, да?
I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, I should get rid of all this stuff. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Так.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Так, также доступны очки персонажа 8.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Так, посмотрите, ознакомьтесь с досьем, да? Ага. Давай.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse.
That's right.
And you think you're...
That is what... Go to...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Так. Мне хотя бы надо узнать об этом.
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
the police do their work. Hey, the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Dogwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
You can see that I'm busy, can't
You can't understand. Don't put that beast
Oh,
back in
ты
the water,
козёл, а?
you shysters. You're
Так.
crazy. You're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
These wounds.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
Так.
You're crazy.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You're doing? Hidden in the fog? I'll shut up your big mouth once and
There's
for
nothing
all.
for you here either.
Optimistic.
Beat it.
Are you stupid or what? Even
Ну
your
ладно.
captain told you not to stick your nose.
Значит, давай в бах иду. Да, давай в бах, потом к капитану заскочу.
Hey, be careful.
Красиво сделал.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pit.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for
Oak.
drinking and anything else.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Так, она, да?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was fake and
I've got what I need.
anything.
What can you tell me?
We all knew and
I've
Так,
got
подожди, ладно.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
the Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Ну ладно, хотя бы...
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant.
Так.
Event of the last 80 years.
And the doctor, what did he say?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Ой, 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 какая дерзкая, а. Так. Поговорите с Фицроем.
You again.
That'll be...
Подождите, поговорить с Фицроем.
You like?
We mean...
That's
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous...
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 18...
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted it.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous...
Exact.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high.
Так,
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
ну давай к капитану пойду тогда.
Broken. This place seems half a... I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Я надеюсь, блин, он не против, что я у него
A
здесь
souvenir from a
лазю.
more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
М.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Ладно, давай с капитаном поговорим.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Подожди, куда приходить?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Так, на палубу, да?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the Stranded Whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
Так, все. А, нет.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Так, ну вроде бы я все узнал, что надо, да?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Так.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Угу. Так, мне вот на этот склад надо проникнуть.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do any. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down... So we...
Peculiar house.
Yeah. It's not because it doesn't float.
That statue...
What do you mean? You wouldn't be looking down at St. Brentillo.
I've taken enough of your time.
Так.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
А, так.
You could tell him. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it?
Everybody knows us on...
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one...
Cat.
What? You listen through...
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in...
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk to...
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble. I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
What are you guarding?
Listen.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan?
What makes you think we're
bootleggers, not...
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by...
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's it?
She sounds...
And she doesn't...
What happened?
Who...
I bid you gentle.
Так. Подожди-ка, а может... Подожди, может это... Магиков?
Well. Did you miss her?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor? I'll try...
Ну этот не продает. Или, может быть, продаст.
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the...
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
Who said it?
Continue like that. Everyone will do it.
You again.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What do you know of
If I
why?
first sailor's green.
Scream.
And that's but any...
I read in her.
Don't want it.
What can you tell
We
me?
are it.
I've got what I...
Anything.
Charles, you know...
That mother...
Captain...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Drink anything.
let's say I...
Let's say I
Oh,
drink anything.
that'll be all.
Ой, блин, а он себе и выпивку не продает на зло.
Another break? I told you to beat it.
Nightmares.
Do you like
We
that?
I heard the...
They win.
It's... I bid you good.
А, ладно.
You saw what happened with Don't Hang Around.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sent. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much?
This warehouse looks abandoned.
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more? Go ask the captain.
Good. I shall... I could use this old...
А, мне здесь рычаг нужен.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Ой, ну и... Тоже нет. А,
This
вот он.
handle will be perfect for the winch.
И... Еще, да, деталь нужна одна. Hmm.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
И чё, лицо сломалось, типа? Серьезно? Вот еще одна есть.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Ugh. I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Так.
So,
I didn't...
There's...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
So...
I'll be back.
Take...
Ну-ка, а если меня Кэт прислала?
What's with you?
We saw no diet.
I've got to get inside.
Oh, yeah? And why?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what
You got no proof to back up your claims. And I'd advise...
What's with you?
We saw that...
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way. Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written.
А собрать им нельзя?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
So,
I'll be back.
take.
Shysters, you're crazy.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
You're back again. What can...
Apparently
They're part of the private property.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by...
I couldn't tell you if it's... But I think You're back. What can...
Can you...
Look, I've already shown it to you.
Блин.
It's
Ну
the
это
one with
я,
the cop
блин,
on guard
понял.
duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on...
So come...
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
You again.
Let's say
I don't want to sell you.
Oh, come on.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Captain.
Oh,
that'll be all.
She will do it again, you know.
That's it.
Maybe you like that?
I bid good.
Hey, Mitchell. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent... Tell me, what brings you to Darkwa?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to... Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, Avoid talking about them to the first people you...
I've got a few questions about...
I'm not...
I need to get into the Hawk.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Да, блядь, ну если бы Бахман был бы, не был козлом, блядь, то я уже бы попал на этот склад.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Так, ну ладно, давайте я здесь закончу. Всем спасибо, кто меня смотрел. Ставьте лайки и подписывайтесь на канал. Всем пока!